Hello, everyone. Our story starts in urban Chicago, involving an unwelcome tenant. Do you think this actually happened? Leave a comment below. Let's begin. It started with the footsteps. Nina had just moved into a modest, third-floor apartment in an aging brick walk-up in Chicago's Belmont neighborhood. She was between jobs after leaving a toxic marketing gig downtown, and the place, with its sagging wood floors, creaky radiators, and peeling crown molding, was dirt cheap. The landlord, a greasy-haired man named Carl, told her the previous tenant had left in a hurry. He didn't elaborate, and Nina didn't press. She just needed a reset. The first night passed uneventfully, but on the second, she woke around 3 a.m. to the unmistakable sound of footsteps above her. Slow, heavy, thud, thud, thud. They traveled from one end of her ceiling to the other, stopped, and then resumed minutes later. But she was on the top floor. There was no one above her. The next day, bleary-eyed, she approached Carl as he lit a cigarette on the stoop. "There's someone walking around up there," she said. He gave her a look. "Ain't nobody up there. That attic's sealed. Always has been." "I heard footsteps," she insisted. "Old building," he shrugged. "You'll get used to it. Probably rats." But rats didn't drag furniture. Over the next week, the noises became routine, always around 3 a.m., always the same pattern. Thud, thud, drag. Sometimes it sounded like pacing. Other nights, like something being pulled. She recorded it on her phone. The audio was clear. Friends she sent it to laughed it off. "It's probably heating pipes," one said. "Old building settle." Things began to shift. The hallway light flickered constantly, no matter how many bulbs she changed. Her bedroom door creaked open during the night, even when she locked it. One morning, she found her toothbrush in the freezer. Another day, every cabinet in the kitchen stood open when she got home, and she was certain she had shut them before leaving. Then came the footprints. They were muddy, bare, human. And they were on the inside of her front door, leading toward the kitchen. She lived alone. She had no guests, and she hadn't worn shoes inside. Shaking, she showed the photo to Carl, who frowned. "You leave the window open? Could be someone came in that way." But her third-story window faced a blank brick wall. No balcony, no fire escape. That night, unable to sleep, she sat on the couch with a kitchen knife in her lap. When 3 a.m. came, she turned off all the lights, phone recording in hand, and waited. The footsteps returned. But this time, they didn't stay above her. They descended. Slowly, as though someone was walking downstairs directly into her apartment. The sound grew louder and closer, but her door never opened. Something was inside. She didn't sleep. She didn't even blink until dawn. The next day, she pried open the attic hatch in the ceiling of the hallway. It was stiff, and a shower of dust fell as it cracked open. She pulled herself up with trembling arms. The attic was small, suffocating. It reeked of rot and stale sweat. Inside, she found a moldy mattress, an old camping lantern, an overturned crate used as a table, a cracked hand mirror, dozens of empty tuna cans, and in the far corner, a pile of Polaroids tied with string. Her hands trembled as she flipped through them. Photos of her apartment, her bathroom, her bed. Photos taken at night of her, asleep, unaware. The photos stretched back weeks. The last one, sitting on top, was taken from inside her closet. Nina, asleep. Date stamped just 3 nights ago. A creak behind her. She spun around, heart in her throat. No one. She fled, called the police. They searched the attic and apartment thoroughly. But the attic was empty. No fingerprints. No prints. No man. Nothing. Just her. And the growing sense she had been watched for much longer than she realized. She moved out the next morning, breaking her lease and leaving half her furniture behind. That night, in her new apartment across town, a modern complex with security cameras, a doorman, and no attic, Nina unpacked the essentials. She double-locked the doors, checked the windows, and crawled into bed for the first peaceful sleep in weeks. Around 2:57 a.m., she awoke to the sound of her closet door clicking open. She sat up, frozen. Inside, the dark crack of the closet, she saw something move. A pair of pale, bare feet stepped onto the floor. And then came the sound. Thud, thud, thud.